Hey y'all, welcome to Nat and Grace Revelations. This is Tarot Tia. This is a reading for Virgo for Scorpio season 2025. May or may not resonate. I do offer personal readings. The link to the site is in the description. Virgo, I'm just hoping this is better than Leo. Leo was rough. It's a long reading, so this may upload before the Leo reading. But Leo, y'all are done if you're listening to this. Menard, anything like that may be a factor in this equation. It seems like there's a lot of shade and judgment that's being thrown on someone. Um, Josiah's, Joe's. There's a lot of shade and judgment that's been thrown, but it looks like it's because there's a habitual liar that's in this mix. And somebody is listening to this habitual liar. They got in contact with somebody that's connected to somebody that's lying, and they're listening to this person because they're insecure, listening to anything that this person is saying, having conversations with this person, and they're talking about something or somebody behind their back really badly. And at this point, it's like, damn, Addie, Adley, Hattie, Hadley, anything like that. George. It's like, why are you talking about them like that behind their back? Or why are you on the phone with somebody that's willing to talk about this person like that behind their back? You get what I'm saying? Like, why are you investing in personal relationships with people that are willing to gossip about somebody that you swear you care about? You know what I mean? Monique, Monet, anything like that. Monica, Monica, anything like that. Like, it's because they seem to be cool with just having contact with anybody. You know what I mean? It's almost like somebody is so thirsty to prove that somebody is a liar or a fraud or a fake or a phony, or like say is disloyal in some type of way, that they're connecting with anybody to be able to get details on these people or this person's life. But it's like every time they connect with somebody, these people are like shrugging their shoulders. Like, I don't know. Or like, I don't know him. I don't know her. I don't know nothing about their life or their lifestyle or whatever they got going on. And it's like, so why do you keep going to ask more and more people about this person, or keep like trying to research these people or this person like this? They're just nosy. Flores, something like that. It's like they're just really nosy. Any form of mic. They're just really nosy. So it's like, damn, like you lost a relationship with somebody because you just couldn't fathom that they were being honest with you, or you couldn't fathom that they were being faithful to you. You couldn't fathom that. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, you just lost a relationship with somebody because you was so thirsty to dig up dirt on them that didn't exist. You know, Nikki, anything like that. It's like, or they family and friends were. Like, oh, I bet. You get what I'm saying? Like, I bet he or she be cheating. I bet they this. I bet they that. It's like they were so thirsty to prove that somebody is really just not authentic, not honest, not loyal, not faithful. You get what I'm saying? Not a good person. Not, they don't mean what they say. They aren't good. They aren't. You get what I'm trying to say? It's like, so you introduce yourself to this person to pick the flaws out of them, instead of to try to find y'all similarities, or to try to be nice, to try to be cool. Like, you followed them on social media just so you could like dig up dirt on them instead of be cool and be nice with them. You following them and watching them because you're trying to like prove that they're not who they say they are, or prove that they're wrong, or prove you get, instead of being supportive. You get what I'm trying to say? Like I be telling y'all, like, these local people will try to like book tarot readings under fake names because they think I'm a fake tarot reader. They think this stuff is fake, but they get their whole life read to them and then get embarrassed when they get it played back because they recruited their family members and friends when they did it, when they booked the reading. Like, oh, I bet he or she ain't going to even be able to read this, read that. I bet she ain't even real. I bet this ain't even going to watch. Like, it be that type of stuff. And they get their whole life read to them. Watson. They get their whole life read to them. That's why I said, like, these people here is so shady. And now they in a feelings because the molestation and all this stuff that was going on in their childhood and they past, like in their personal relationships while they was growing up, came out in the readings, right? It'd be stuff like that come out in the readings, and they playing it in front of all of their family members and friends. So now all their personal business is out on the streets. You get what I'm trying to say? So it's like these bitches be getting embarrassed by trying to come be messy in my life, because of course they friends is like, oh, did she send the reading to you, and they don't want to let their family and friends listen to the reading because their whole life get exposed in the shit because they think I'm a fucking fraud and wasn't going to be able to see what's really going on in their life. Okay, Tanika, Tanisha, Tamisha, anything like that. They get salty about it. You get what I'm saying? And then they become resentful because then they can't admit, like, damn, I booked a reading with you under a fake name and you read me to filth, and I got embarrassed in front of all my family members and friends because I feel like all my deep dark secrets got exposed. I feel like my childhood trauma got exposed. I feel like you know deep dark secrets about me now. You get what I'm trying to say? But that's what's happening in this situation. These people just can't accept the fact that whatever they were going through in their childhood and their past or whatever this is, like whatever they experienced together brought a darkness into their life that they still haven't shaken. And because they haven't shaken this, they're still very resentful towards people that have healed, that have moved on, that have found like success despite what they've gone through. You get what I'm saying? So it's just like, okay, like, nigga, we all been through hardship. We all went through this shit together. You get what I'm saying? We all been through shit, bro. Like, some of us just shook that shit and moved on with our lives. But these people just will not shake their trauma. They will not shake their problems. And because they won't shake their problems, they seem like they're dealing with substance abuse issues and emotional damage that other people just aren't carrying. Like, y'all miserable because you won't accept the fact that you had a shitty past and there's nothing that you can do to change that. You had a shitty childhood and there's nothing that you can do to change that. You get what I'm saying? Like, they're still resentful. But the thing is like, I be hating that type of stuff because when a lot of people have shitty childhoods, like, they won't blame the people that raised them. They won't blame the people that were supposed to be protecting them and caring for them. They'll like take their anger, pain, and aggression out on their lovers, on their friends, on their family members that didn't have nothing to do with that. So it's like, please, like, I didn't abandon you. Your mama did. Your daddy did. You get what I'm saying? Your first husband did. Your first wife did. Your baby mama did. Your baby daddy did. Like, whatever this shit is, it'd be like, I didn't do that shit to you. Them people from your past did that to you, bro. And I'm not about to be your punching bag because you still feel some type of way about being abandoned by your fucking parents. Like, whatever this is, it's like, I'm sorry, bro. Like, they need to go to therapy. They need to heal. This is not coming from a judgmental place. This is coming from a place of awareness. Like, these people have issues, but it's issues with their caregivers. Like, y'all couldn't trust your moms. You couldn't trust your dad. You couldn't trust the people whose care they was leaving you in. You get what I'm saying? Y'all couldn't trust none of these people that was raising y'all or the people that your parents was leaving you with. And they know that. They know that. Wills. They know that. It's something about the people that they was being left with. Something about, or the people whose care they was in. They was not right. And they was being violated. They was being fucking violated. And now they still are carrying all this pain and trauma. But it's like, so you just gonna hate every woman that come into your life because you had a shitty mom? You gonna be mean to every woman that come into your life because you had a shitty mom? You gonna hate every man and be mean to every man in your life because you had a shitty father? You get what I'm trying to say? It's that type of stuff. Like, it's that type of stuff that's going on here. Like, no, bro. Like, you had a shitty upbringing, bro. Like, your husband, your wife, your boyfriend, your girlfriends, your baby daddies, baby mama, whatever the hell is going on here. Like, nobody else has anything to do with this shit, bro. It's their upbringing. They had a fucked up childhood. They had a fucked up upbringing, and they still haven't accepted the fact that there's nothing that they can do about that besides heal from it. So if you have healed from your past, your childhood trauma and stuff like that, I think this is the part to where these people will wind up getting left behind because they're in places and spaces to where they are still like misdirecting their anger. They still have this really strong sense of misdirected anger. And it's like, bro, like, you got abandoned a long time ago by somebody that should have watched over you, cared for you, protected you in some type of way. And now that you have people in your life that want to make you feel secure, you're pushing them away because you're used to being abandoned. You're used to being abandoned. Like, you used to not having long-term relationships. You used to temporary ass relationships because of your upbringing. And it's almost like this person is in denial about the fact that relationships can actually last forever. You get what I'm saying? Long term. Like, you can be friends forever. You can have friends in your life for a long time instead of just for the moment. You know what I mean? And those type of people as well, like, when they're unhealed from that type of stuff, they'll easily burn bridges with you. You get what I'm saying? Like, they'll easily cross you and do shit like that to you because they don't value anything or anybody, or they're not used to having long-term relationships in their life. So it's like, because they're not used to anybody sticking around long-term, what is it to fuck you over. You get what I'm saying? What is it to cross you? What is it to do foul shit to you? Like, you get what I'm saying? They can move on very easily because of that. It's like they own parent abandoned them. Then who the fuck are you? You get what I'm trying to say? What is it to detach from you? It's that type of stuff that's going on here. Tyler, and they have issues because of it. But it's like, bro, like, you still want to blame everything and everybody but the people who raised you, the person who raised you, or the people whose care you was left in, bro. Like, that's where the issue lies. This shit don't got nothing to do with nobody right now. This motherfucker was left in the care of people that was letting them get molested or raped or sexually assaulted or violated in some type of way. And that's just the truth about it. That's just the reality of this situation. And it's not cool. It's not cool. Chris, Crease, thank you so much.